let's get into it.
YouTube chicks. Get ready. You know what to do, chicks.
Listen, chicks, smooth.
Hey, chicks. Hey, yeah. Hey, big facts. Jaguar. A lot of people thought she was crazy. A lot of people thought she was crazy. A lot of people thought she was just blowing hot air, just blowing shit out of her ass. But nah, boy, you know, maybe her delivery might be a little weird sometimes. And it's like, Jaguar is like the Kanye of hip hop. Well, I mean, even though I wouldn't say hip hop, but like, well, I don't know. What is she? What is of journalism? Well, she's not a journalist. I don't know what she is. But you know, Kanye, he says a lot of truth, but he just delivers it in a way where you kind of like, is he crazy or is he actually telling the truth? You know, like Jaguar is that same way. Like she says a lot of truth, but it just comes off like a little strange sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that makes sense. Like Kanye speaks a lot of truth. He just don't know how to really deliver it. And people think he's crazy, but he's not really crazy. He's just speaking the truth. So, you know, it's like, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense.
Move. Appreciate all the coverage that you've been doing. I've been watching your shit for a while. I just subscribe to your shit too, bro.
Have you guys ever played hide and seek and somebody gets caught, and because that person gets caught, they decide to rat on everybody else? Hey, I know exactly where.
What the man? This got to be AI. Man, come on. What in the Medea is going on? This got to be AI. This got to be AI.
Everybody's hiding. You guys better come out. They got us. I think we might have a similar situation with DJ Akademiks and Charlamagne. Now, I've been on record saying there's something interesting that's going on with Charlamagne and Akademiks' relationship. Akademiks has made a big issue.
Jaguar sing with Jay-Z back in the day. Yeah, now, I know she did some stuff back in the day, but I don't know what her title is right now. I just see her doing interviews, so I don't know what she's labeled as. So, interviewer, interviewee, I don't know. But, you know, she definitely does a lot of interviews everywhere, speaking on Jay-Z and everybody, you know.
Issue about Charlamagne not being on his podcast, despite asking him twice. Now, this was almost 2 years ago, and we still haven't seen Charlamagne on Akademiks' podcast. Whatever the reason is behind the scenes, Akademiks has maintained that him and Charlamagne are fine. They speak often behind the scenes, and if one person feels like they're throwing shots at each other, they call each other. Well, I think we're about to test just how strong that friendship is between Akademiks and Charlamagne. And by the way, I rock with Akademiks, I rock with Charlamagne, but sometimes you just gotta read between.
Is this nigga wearing like blush and like eyeliner and shit? God damn, man, what the fuck going on, man? Is it just me? Or something? So is that nigga wearing like eyeliner and eye blush and shadow and foundation and shit?
The lines just a little bit. The lawsuit that was brought on to Jay-Z a couple days ago is going to be very interesting moving forward. According to the lawsuit, Jay-Z and Diddy are being accused of raping a 13-year-old girl back in the year 2000. Now, Jay-Z immediately responded back with a statement saying, "Bro, this lawyer is bogus. He's a clown. He tried to blackmail me behind the scenes and I wasn't going for it. And I'm gonna take this to courts and expose this guy for being a fraud."
Charlamagne the diva
was not buying the lawsuits. Charlamagne, who's had previous experience with bogus lawyers, he called cap and said, "Yo, I've seen this time and time over again. These lawyers only want one thing, and that's money. If not, they'll look to destroy you in public." Here's what he said.
Well, good for Hov. I'm glad Jay-Z responded just like that, because this has been going on for too long. It is a grift. These accusers go to these lawyers with all these salacious claims. The lawyer will put more sauce on the salacious claims. They reach out to your team and say, if you don't settle with us, we're going to go public with these claims. They'll tell you that they're going to hold a press conference. We're going to do interviews. And a lot of people settle because they don't want the bad press.
They don't have the money to
It happens all the time. And like you said, the problem is it's very expensive, right? When you get these civil suits, it's very expensive. And like Charlamagne said, you'll go to the press, they'll make these press conferences, and what they want to do is they want to make sure that you lose money. They want to make sure that you lose endorsements, lose sponsorships, lose everything until you get to the point where you're like, you know what, let me just pay them off and get it away from them. But Jay got enough to say, look, I'm going to fight this all the way.
Now, Akademiks was not buying Charlamagne's response. The second this news broke, Akademiks was on Twitter Spaces within 2 minutes, and he was breaking down the case. And I knew Akademiks was going to use this Jay-Z lawsuit to get revenge on everybody that's been clowning him for defending Drake. Last night, Akademiks went on his live stream to call out Charlamagne for not keeping the same energy that he had for Drake.
I hope y'all know I'm not salty. I don't hate Jay. I don't give two fucks. But I play this. I'm gonna tell you why I play it. Because I play it to memorialize everybody's words. One thing I love about my job, I like to keep shit in the tuck about what you said about that, what you said about this. This is how I expose everybody. Ain't I undefeated versus everybody? Not that I got problems with these people, but ain't I undefeated? You know why? Because I know what you said then, I know what you said now. I know how you acted then, I know how you acted now.
That's the same thing people do to you. People see how you act when you did Everyday Struggle, and people see how you act now. So something happened in between that. People see how you flip-flop. And so while you saying that's what you do to other people, that's what people do to you too. Because there is a 360 cold turkey degree change. So people do that. I know I do that to you. Like, wait, I remember you said this, but you're saying this now. So the same way you think you're doing it to other people, people doing it to you too. Pause, no diddy.
It's easy. Once we start getting to war words, I just showcase you a hypocrite. So that's the only reason why. And
that's the same thing that happens to you.
Put a play. And I'm glad that they're looking at it like this. But my only thing that's why I'm playing it, y'all can't only say we're gonna look at this different this one time. We gotta keep the same energy. That's my man Charlamagne's favorite saying. Keep the same energy. Y'all gotta keep the same energy now with other men who get accused like this. I just want to see the energy get reciprocated. Let's keep it going. He used to tell me, because I never was a Nepo baby. And when I mean by Nepo baby, I wasn't, you didn't come from that era. You didn't get, because I never got put on. But I always knew it came with a cost. Because there's a lot of people that got put on by Rock Nation or Jay-Z, man. Rappers, podcasters, executives. What's to be discussed is that everybody, including media, need to keep the same energy. If y'all start reading lawsuits and say these allegations are disgusting, and I've seen that, not necessarily from the Breakfast Club, I'm just speaking in general. I've seen so many hip-hop outlets, when they speak about somebody having an allegation, they said, these allegations are disgusting. Who would do this? And they basically almost align themselves by saying, yo, this is some crazy shit we don't fuck with. This is the first time I've ever heard them say, Jay-Z's about to change the culture of false accusations. That's cool, but y'all not keeping the same energy. That's my whole point.
Now, I understand Akademiks' points in trying to prove the hypocrisy in media and also in media personalities and how they approach different people. And he's actually right. If this was Drake, everybody would be clowning Drake, for sure. But I do want to pose this question.
But the same thing that he's trying to point out, he does the same thing. You do the same thing, because if there's something that you can highlight that shows Kendrick in the bad light, that could be relatable to Drake, you will overlook Drake's and highlight Kendrick's. You do the same shit. You do this, man. Anytime Drake, because I remember that time he had a conversation with his own people. It was AJ and his people, and his people was talking about, yo, Drake got these, these weird situations with these, younger women and stuff like that. He like, huh? What, huh? He was playing dumb as hell. He was playing dumb as hell, act like he don't know what's what is who. But come on, bro. This is your job. You know everything. But he purposely plays dumb on certain situations and highlights other things that don't need to be highlighted. So you do the same thing. You do the exact same thing.
You guys, is anyone actually surprised or shocked that Charlamagne took this stance on Jay-Z's lawsuit? At this point, if you guys follow media and media personalities, you guys know that there's one or two people that each media personality would probably not go against unless there's some crazy undeniable footage on that person. Pretty much all of New York media and media personality is not going to go against Jay-Z, especially not with this lawsuit from damn near 25 years ago. So people like Ebro, Rosenberg, Envy, Charlamagne, most likely Joe Budden as well, they're not going to turn on Jay-Z just based off this first lawsuit. Now, Charlamagne did respond back to Akademiks, and here's what he said
about the way that we covered Jay-Z here in the room yesterday.
How did we cover it?
People felt like, I thought that it was very neutral, and you guys are speaking to how you felt, but people felt like it was not neutral. People felt like
who are these people?
People online. You have the bloggers, you have the people on Twitter, you have a bunch of people.
It was
in our comments.
Drake fan pages.
Some of them.
It was covered neutrally.
Yeah, I believe so too. But there were people who felt like it wasn't, that we basically covered it in a way where we're already calling Jay-Z innocent because of how he responded. But at the same time, there was an argument back and forth online, and I got caught in a crossfire that people saying, well, it's not fair for you to mention that this is the first time that you were seeing the Cardinals family out since the allegations, right?
It's a difference between saying you believe somebody's innocent and just simply saying I don't believe these claims, and I don't believe these claims.
But you have a right to say that as well too.
Right.
You have a right to say that. And anybody who wants to say, well, you should wait until things go to court, they have a right to say that as well too. But you can't get upset at somebody for saying how they feel. We presented facts and then we said how we felt.
Yeah, I saw people were sending me Drake fan pages, and I saw Akademiks, salute to Akademiks. I saw him say that we need to keep that same energy, because if it was Drake, we would be kicking his back in. No, the hell we wouldn't. Like, I've been telling you about this grift that lawyers have been doing for the last couple of years, right? Like, these lawyers will reach out to your team, tell you they have a client that has these claims, and they will say to you, pay us, or we're gonna hold press conferences, get our client interviews, etc. That's extortion. And I've been consistent in saying that I don't care who it's against. And furthermore, I reserve the right to say I don't believe these claims against Jay-Z.
I mean, you do.
Simple as that. Drake fans. It's not my fault Kendrick busted Drake's ass.
That was
I know y'all love
That was
Drake.
stupid.
I know y'all love Drake. That's your
Kendrick,
god.
Damn, shots fired. Damn. And this what it seems like to be, you know, since Akademiks, Lord and Savior, his rich baby daddy got his ass whooped. Now he's like, all right, well, you know, since you know Drake lost this, well, let me take everybody else, right? None of this would have been happening if Drake would have won. If Drake would have won, man, it would have been, this is the day. This is the day that, man, they would have been joined, rehearsing. They would have had a parade. They still would have been celebrating. But since they lost this one time, even though this one time is a huge loss, Drake had a good run. Every rapper has their fall off. Every rapper. Nobody's on top. Ever. Nobody. Jay-Z fell off. 50 Cent has fallen off. Everybody that has been once on top has fell off. Nelly fell off. Nelly went diamond. Now he can't do shit. It happens. Out with the old, in with the new. It happens. It's okay. You know, just gracefully bow out and make room for the next. It happens, B. Everybody lose. Everybody gets knocked off the crown, B. All right?
That's your God.
They gonna put you out the beige community.
That's your God. I understand. I get it. Y'all have to stop with these false equivalencies because truthfully, you make Drake look bad. Drake lost a rap battle. Accusations were made in a rap battle. He's not being charged criminally or sued civilly. So relax with the false equivalency to other cases, please. You make your man look bad.
And I do agree with Charlamagne. What we have here is two different points that are accurate. Drake did in fact lose a rap battle to Kendrick and decided to sue. Yes, he was called a pedophile in that record, but what do you expect when you engage in a rap battle with somebody? I'm not sure how many of you guys actually have watched rap battles before, but calling somebody a PDF is pretty casual in rap battle.
Man, that ain't nothing. Do y'all watch URL? Do y'all watch King of the Dot? Do y'all know, man, saying somebody's a pet, man, they want to kill your mama, your daughter. They want to hang your brother from his neck, cut his ribs off, shoot him in his eye, take his eye out, put it in his ass. Like, y'all not watch battle rap? Like the actual battle rap? Man, they want to kill everybody. They want to fuck your mama, your grandma, your daughter, your niece. Nigga, you done did this, you done did. Man, come on, man. You're like, stop the cap.
And because it's a rap battle, once you walk away from it and it's over, nobody actually believes that you're a pedophile, which is something totally different from somebody suing you from damn near 25 years ago. One is actually a real life situation and the other one is not. To my knowledge so far, there's no current lawsuits on Drake claiming he did anything with a minor. So you can understand why people are actually being careful in how they approach this so far, which is why I think Akademiks should have waited until some undeniable footage comes out on Jay-Z before calling out Charlamagne for being a hypocrite. Nobody would be expecting you to switch up on Drake off of just one lawsuit from 25 years ago. So that's why for me, it was a little bit confusing why Akademiks was trying to expose Charlamagne as a hypocrite.
It's not confusing at all. His rich baby daddy made the order and he's serving his master. It's really not confusing. Akademiks is an OV hole. It's pretty much that simple. Dry, cut, and plain. It's really that simple. That's it. So there we go with that. That's it. He just got to defend his rich baby daddy. That's all. Akademiks just got to defend his rich baby daddy. All right, moving on to the next topic.